How's this Wobberjack? A mod that allows you to click on a mod pack and it will install the whole thing for you instead of you following a guide for 20 hours. Wobberjack doesn't work in Linux at all, and the devs won't even help Linux people with troubleshooting it. Yeah. Well, I mean... yeah. Okay. That's not a... Wait a minute. What is the definition? That's not a mod though, is it? That's like a separate tool. It's not even a quote-unquote mod. Anyway, you're right. You're right that I wouldn't blame Todd for that. Based on what you describe, I would not blame Todd for Wobberjack. That's not Todd's fault. Todd didn't do anything wrong. How is this true? It's not a mod. It's the tools to use the mods that are the issue, not the mods. Yeah. That's not Todd's fault. This does have to stick out a little bit. Alright, this comes this way. And I mean, that's the thing. I mean, again, back to funding. Right, Bethesda doesn't really have the kind of funding, unlimited money that Valve does. So it can't support Skyrim indefinitely. I mean, it tries to, in the sense that it keeps releasing more and more versions of Skyrim that runs on more and more devices. But beyond that, like they kind of have to make money, and so they can't really support the modding the same way like Minecraft couldn't really support the modding the way Mojang would have liked to, I think. Because like, you know, you need money, you need to pay developers to keep working on it. And if it's not making money, it's not making money. Alright, let's say I do this. And then somewhere in the middle here, let's say I put another leg down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have like a thicker leg here. Maybe this one can be like that. And Wobberjack, I mean, these are basically freelancers, right? They're not, or they're working for free, right? But they might get some donations. They don't really make money from making mod tools, I don't think. We feel about that. It's gonna arch across. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the question is, how much do I leave the underside of that open? kind of cool. I kind of like this. Put an extra one in the middle. Well, actually, oops. I wonder if hold on, let me just do this. Is there any way to make software development less resource intensive? I think I want to like double this up. Probably not. I mean, I'm sure people much smarter than me are working on the issue. 1, 2. I mean, the thing with computers is that you have to tell them to do everything, right? And the promise of AI is that maybe, eventually, you won't have to tell machines to do everything. They'll figure some things out on their own. Do we want computers to program themselves? That's the sci-fi nightmare scenario, right? Where they just evolve out of control. But some level of autonomy. Right, so I think I just have it arching the other way as well. Well, not quite that much. Let's say that. One of those, one of those, one of those. Not really sure that does anything though. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Do I wanna have the volts continue over? Yeah, I think I do. So let's say does that. And then the other side of that, let me just leave that there. Here we do this, and then we do that, and then we do this, and then we do that, and then we do that, and we do that. Oh, this. And that. Alright, that's better. Alright, little bridge thing, nothing too fancy. Pretty fancy. Okay, now back here. Junction time. Why does that stick out so far? It shouldn't stick out so far. That... oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh wait, no, this should be that. Well, not that one. That one. Valve is really trying hard to break the Windows monopoly. By supporting Linux. I remember them saying it's more like a... well, I probably shouldn't put words in their mouths. I seem to remember it's like a backup plan, right? In case Microsoft does anything that would destroy their business. Because Microsoft basically can destroy Steam, or they could have destroyed Steam if somehow they made Windows not play games anymore. I mean, wouldn't that be amazing? If they just like, alright, next version of Windows, you can't play games on it. I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? Because basically one company controls the whole platform. And not that Microsoft is the only, you know, company of concern. Because other companies look at Steam and they're like, alright, we need backup plans in case Valve does anything crazy with Steam. So you have EA Origin and Origin's Uplay. That's kind of weird. EA stole Origin's name and then Origin had to make it a different name. Uplay? That's kind of weird. Like, and like, not like EA Origin really is successful or anything. They tried, but people only use it because they have to, not because they want to. People complain about Uplay all the time. What's the other one? Epic Game Store. That's the other one. Do people use Epic Game Store only because of Fortnite? If it weren't for Fortnite, would people use Epic Game Store? That's a bit of a speculative question, which I'm not gonna answer, but something to think about. How is this Fortnite and free games? Like, yeah, the free games, I don't know if they've stopped it. The free games is basically just to try to grow their user base, right? It's not like they want to give away games because it's good for business. They're trying to grow their user base until they reach a critical point with you know, where they're not dependent entirely on Fortnite. Every company's doing the same thing. It's like, alright, we can't rely on this one thing, otherwise we're screwed. I mean, EA Origin did that too. Like, they'll give away free games every once in a while, just to try to get people to log in. I would, I would log in, get the free game, and then log out, and then never play the free game. It's a hard business, man. It's everyone's trying to chase the money. Man, making games is a hard business. Selling games is a hard business. Alright, let's fill this in. Let's not have this. What is this? Why is that not filled in? Epic Game Store. I only installed Epic Game Store to tinker around a little bit with the Epic Game Engine. Not to play games, but to like tinker around, see what it's like to try to make games. Obviously, didn't actually make any games because it's too hard. But I like tried out what's it called again? The game engine? Unreal. And that's right. Try out the Unreal game engine. And then when I was done with that, I uninstalled it. But you know, maybe I'm a weirdo. Can't use that as indicative of anybody else